Here are today's plays, right up top. Netherlands to win to 0 at plus 220 in Warsaw. Minnesota at Oregon. Under 44.5 at minus 110. Miami at New York. Knicks, minus 4.5 at minus 110. And yes, we walk in with 4 straight winning days. Yesterday was 2-1 for plus 0.9 units. Paris delivered a postcard clean sheet, Tuscaloosa was chestnut pinball, and our Justin Fields volume thesis got tackled by reality. Onward, slightly richer and definitely snarkier. Netherlands to win to 0 is the value that's hiding in plain sight. A Dutch win tonight clinches the group and direct qualification, which means 90 minutes of professional suffocation rather than adventure tourism. The numbers match the vibe. The Netherlands have 22 goals in 6 qualifiers, and they've conceded only 3 with 4 clean sheets, while living around 66% possession. Poland, meanwhile, are missing first-choice keeper Łukasz Skorupski for roughly 6 weeks and had to call in a replacement this week. Even Karol Skorupski is a doubt. That is not a recipe for manufacturing a single high-quality chance against a side that strangles shot volume for sport. Market mood, though, is chasing action. Plenty of write-ups are touting over 2.5 and both teams to score, yes, as chalk. That's a dessert-first diet in a vegetables game. Minnesota at Oregon. Under 44.5. The public script says, Autzen at night, Oregon in the high 30s, surely the over. That's a movie trailer, not a documentary. Strip the voiceover and look at the scenes. Oregon's receiver room is dinged. Decorian Moore has been iffy since the Iowa game. Kenyon Sadiq has been managing a lingering issue, and Gary Bryant Jr. left last week with an ankle tweak, which is why the Ducks leaned into the run to escape on a short week. Minnesota's offense on the road is a different kind of horror film. They've been outscored 110-20 in 3 road games. Oregon's defense is built to mute explosives. First nationally in pass defense yardage allowed and top 6 in scoring defense, with elite third down and 3-and-out rates that turn drives into punts. Yes, models around the industry are posting tidy final scores like 35-11 and stamping over 44.5 by the thinnest of margins. That's a parlay in disguise. It needs Oregon to clear into the mid-30s on a short turnaround, while the Gophers contribute meaningfully against a top pass unit. We'll side with sustained reality over a half-point victory lap. Miami at New York, Knicks minus 4.5. If your first thought is, but Brunson's out, congratulations, you can read an injury report. The second thought should be, and the Heat are without Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro, and Terry Rozier. Miami's offense, without Bam's screening and Herro's pull-up gravity, turns into ISO and hope, and their glass control evaporates. New York still deploys Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby to pound the interior, and they didn't exactly forget how to play when Brunson rested last season. They went 9-6 without him. Meanwhile, the picks pages pushing Heat plus 5.5 and touting the over at 236.5 are doing the classic thing, grabbing the shiniest angle and ignoring the weight-bearing bolts. Following that kind of trend blindly is like using an outdated GPS. You end up somewhere, just not where you intended. We're backing the healthier front court, the rebounding edge, and a Knicks offense that should control the bench minutes against a Miami rotation stretched thin. Lay the 4.5 at home. Quick recap before we head to Ticket Writer. Netherlands to win to 0 at plus 220. Minnesota at Oregon under 44.5 at minus 110. Knicks minus 4.5 at minus 110. The numbers and the narrative rarely agree on everything. When they don't, we trust the numbers, because a gut feeling and a good model are like a fortune cookie and a lab report. One makes you smile, the other keeps you honest. Let's keep the streak alive and make the book rewatch the film at halftime.